She was a member of the Romanov dynasty and the eldest child of Princess Alexandra of Saxe-Altenburg and Grand Duke Konstantin Nikolaevich. She lived in St. Petersburg, Poland, and Crimea throughout her formative years. In 1863, the youthful George I of Greece paid a visit to Russia to express his gratitude to Olga's uncle, Tsar Alexander II, for his assistance during George's election to the Greek throne. There, George had his first encounter with Olga, who was 12 years old at the time. In 1867, George returned to Russia to meet with his sister Dagmar, who had recently wed Tsarevich Alexander, later Alexander III. In his quest to find a wife, he was adamant about forming a relationship with a Russian Grand Duchess who was a member of the Eastern Orthodox Church. Although Olga fell in love with George, the idea of leaving Russia made her worried and upset. Ultimately, it was determined that Olga and George would marry after she turned 16. She would keep up her schoolwork till the day of her wedding. On October 27, 1867, Olga and George exchanged vows in the Winter Palace Chapel in St. Petersburg. Following 5 days of festivities, they took a quick honeymoon in Ropshire, southwest of St. Petersburg. The Greek Queen Olga originally owned this opulent festoon stomacher, a piece of jewelry with diamonds and pearls. Grand Duchess Olga Konstantinovna Romanova was her birth name. Alexandra Yosifovna undoubtedly gave her daughter the most exquisite jewels for her wedding. This includes the ruby and emerald jewelry that was part of Olga's dowry and is now worn by the current Greek ex-queen Anne-Marie. 12 Baroque teardrop pearls of various sizes are included in the corsage brooch and are flexibly connected to a double diamond garland. The central area is decorated with 3 more natural pearls. Cushion-shaped diamonds of various sizes and brilliance are lavishly set in the intermediate sections, leaves, embellishments, and caps of the pearl drops. A cushion-shaped diamond is also set at the top with diamond-set leaves and in the center points above 3 different types of pearl droplets. The way the diamonds are formed is characteristic of Bolin, the Tsar's court jeweler. It has a tremendous visual gradient and the diamonds are not visibly set off hard because one side of the setting line is metal and the other is open with prom-set diamonds and is gently sloping. Olga's aunt, Grand Duchess Alexandra Petrovna, who is the sister-in-law of Olga's mother, is adorned in this gorgeous emerald ensemble. The Pokrov of Our Lady Monastery and the Konstantinovich Romanov family purchased the emeralds she sold when she created the organization in 1889 for Olga. The magnificent emeralds were part of Queen Olga of Greece's dowry when she married into the Greek royal family at the age of 16. And she brought them from Russia along with her dolls. A jewelry garniture was bequeathed to each of Queen Olga's children in her bequest. The turquoise went to Prince Christopher, while the rubies went to Prince Nicholas. The emeralds were left to King Constantine I, at the time he already had died, 1923. His wife, Queen Sophie, never owned this emerald. Therefore they were given to his eldest son. King George II must have left the emeralds to King Paul. Numerous official photographs during her period as Queen of Greece used this tiara, including this court portrait that was made at the beginning of her husband's rule. As it wrapped around the wearer's head, the diadem appears to have been a coronet. The piece's diamond festoon base has a number of toppers that look like they may have been switched out. Some pictures, like this one, give the impression that the tiara is crowned with tiny round pearls. It appears that she frequently wore a diamond tiara to formal occasions. This significant diamond riviere was created in the 1860s when Grand Duchess Olga Konstantinovna of Russia married King George I of Greece. It consists of 26 graded cushion-cut diamonds placed in gold and silver. The Greek emerald and ruby parure were among the gems that were preserved when the Bolsheviks looted the Pavlovsk Palace, where Queen Olga spent the majority of the First World War, during the Russian Revolution. Queen Olga frequently wore the diamond riviere for portraits and numerous gala events. A Greek student then transported the jewels to Copenhagen, where they were deposited for safety. When Princess Olga of Greece and Denmark married Prince Paul of Yugoslavia in 1923, Queen Olga presented her the diamond riviere. Princess Olga wore the piece on her wedding day in Belgrade. Princess Olga frequently wore the riviere along with her diamond kokoshnik and boucheron diamond tiaras to various gala occasions, especially after Prince Paul was appointed the regent of Yugoslavia. The Greek turquoise parure, created by Fabergé in 1895, was ordered by Queen Olga of Greece. It included a tiara without the original base and a substantial necklace. Despite not being depicted in the parure, Queen Olga's youngest son, Prince Christopher, who married Princess Françoise of Orléans as his second wife in 1929, inherited it after his mother passed away in 1926. Although she undoubtedly also wore it at a number of gala occasions, significantly when the Greek monarchy was restored in 1935. Princess Françoise is best known for wearing the parure for a range of pictures in the late 1920s and early 1930s. The Greek royal family was compelled into exile under the Nazi occupation a few months after Prince Christopher passed away in 1940. After joining the Orléans family in Morocco, Princess Françoise and Prince Michael later relocated to Spain and, after the war, France, where she died in 1953. Queen Olga's Fabergé turquoise parure was broken up and sold sometime during or after World War II, and its current whereabouts are unknown.